Hey everyone, and welcome back to the Lost Aqualand, and welcome to the next episode of our franchise mode. Today we're going to solve some more issues, and we are going to introduce finally someone to this very wonderful park, and that is the platypus. And we haven't had the platypus yet, if I'm not completely wrong, and I'm going to use this space right in front of us. Now, I'm not here to lose any kind of time, so we are going to delete this Animal Trade Center because I think we don't really need that anymore, and we're going to jump right in. But this is not the only thing we're going to do today. We are going to also, make the foundation for the next coming episodes before this series, unfortunately, is going to be ended. The reason why this is going to be ended is rather simple, because the park is full and there is really not that many species left that can fit this very zoo over here. And I'm really looking forward to the next franchise mode. I already decided on what to do, and it's actually pretty exciting. I basically looked for an idea that I haven't done yet, and which is not too similar to this very park in front of us. And I came up with an idea that I'm more than happy with. Like, don't get me wrong, it's nothing like mind-blowingly new, but it's definitely different enough to have a justification to exist in a very good way. So that is already the kind of little briefing on what is happening next. This is going to start after my holidays, so I'm not really doing anything for the holidays. Everything is prepared for the holidays. So if you are watching this video, and if I'm doing this right, you should be watching this on a Friday afternoon, or maybe some Saturday for you or whatever. But the reason why I'm saying that this way is that on this very Saturday or Friday, I'll be in holiday already. So I'm leaving as we speak on Thursday evening. Overnight, we're going to take the car to Spain, and then I have prepared quite a lot of videos for you. Yeah, this is actually how I felt during the process of making those. It has been really a marathon for me to create all these videos, so I really would love to see all of you paying those videos tribute and the respect they deserve. My goodness me, this has been something. It really was a lot of work, but I throughoutly enjoyed doing that. I'm not gonna lie, it really was a lot of fun creating those videos for you guys, simply because I wanted to do this. There's no real need for that this time around, because there's no DLC or whatever coming out, but I thought, just continue doing something with the stuff we have is something that I wanted to do. And so yeah, that's where we are. I am throughoutly very happy with what we've achieved so far on this channel, and just in general with this very park over here. This is again one of those parks that just came out of nowhere and just made me happy, made you happy, and was kind of a very surprising little success story. And I'm a big fan of these kind of little success stories, because they come so so surprisingly out of nowhere, and I'm just enjoying seeing you guys be happy with what we do here, and be happy with the content I create, and just in general be happy with the stuff that you seem to like watching. And so I'm just a very happy person too, if that just happens. Don't worry, I'm just going to make a little bit of an offset here just to have some land for the platypus. I'm also going to create them like a little island here in the middle. Therefore, I'm just going to drag this height over here, so that's going to be like the little island on which they can be, and I'm just going to get rid of that again. So this one is going to be very much straightforward. A lot of landscaping, as you can see. I'm trying to do my best here with the landscaping tool to make that look very neat and tidy, and just really making sure that this is the kind of vibe we are going for. The reason why I'm not doing anything else is, simply put, I don't know how much land space they need, so I'm just going to increase the island a little. Not sure if that is going to help anyways, but yeah. I also want to build like a little bridge over here for the guest. So this bridge should be from here to here. I might actually do the bridge first before putting the water in, or maybe, I don't know if that maybe works without. So if I'm not completely wrong, the water should be, there you go. This is like the shallow offset area. Then they have the island, which they, oh my god, they can't just really go on. I gotta have to make that island a lot more shallow. Shall we do this like so? Not sure if that works now, if that's better. I'm just going to smooth the edges out a little, and then let's see again. Yeah, that's by far better. That's by far better. That looks already a lot better. It should also be deep enough to, you know, be considered a very nice little area to be in for them. And yeah, I'm guessing that this is going to be looking nice and tidy, so that's brilliant. Again, I have no idea how much land space they need. Let's actually check that real quick. So first of all, accept that one. Nice, thank you there very much. Facility broken, research done. Okay, let's click through these things first of all. I really do hate those notifications. Did I ever say that? I think I said it once or twice. So let's just quickly do this. Oh, look at that. The theme that I wanted to have is already done. Not sure what that is. Okay, Liz seems to be ready with this. Or is she not? Maybe? I don't know. Habitat cleanness, disease. I think I'm still having a little bit of an issue. Hello? What is that? Why can I not click on it? I think it's this one because we don't have a keeper assigned to this area. I may just quickly do this because yeah, we're running into issues if we don't. So let me just go to the zoo, go to staff, have a keeper, and then just say blop. There you go. You're going to have a new work zone. Or is there like a capybara work zone already? No, there isn't. So let's do this. And obviously, you're going to have all the center pieces available. And then this is going to be the capybara. And you know what? We should actually implement those as well. There you go. And those two as well. And then I'm just going to call that capybara and aquarium. Then I do know what this actually is about. Awesome. And then let's see, do we have actually some keepers who are not assigned? Work zones, unassigned staff. Look at that. This is there's a keeper who's unassigned. This is Gay Erickson. Do we have anyone else? Like another keeper who is unemployed? Not really, they all are in the work zone, so assigned to an existing capybara and that, and I think to myself we should also, you know, grab another one just to be on the safe side of things. And there you go. Nice, let him start walking. There you go, and you go into the capybara and aquarium too. Yeah, also by the way, money wise we should be fine in a bit again, but I just wanted to resolve that issue first. Okay, so we wanted to check the capybara. How much land space do you guys need? 285 meters and only okay, that is a lot of space. That is a lot of space, guys, so we shouldn't make the water shallow. Or actually, we can make the water shallow if we want to, but I'm just going to drag all that out a little. So they should still have enough deep dive possibilities here and there. So I'm just going to keep it that way. And then I'm just going to drag all that out here. Just make sure that they do have a lot more land space given to them. I really do hope that this is enough space. My goodness me, I thought it was, but it apparently isn't. So maybe we're just going to drag that even further out. There you go. And then just, you know, drag that in. Not sure if that is helping too much, but I'm really not aware of how much space that actually is. So what we should really quickly do is we should actually put a small habitat gate somewhere along the lines of where can we place that without any issues. So let me just pull that. Yeah, I think this is fine. I'm just gonna put that here, and then oh wait, sorry, that was my mistake. Let's redo, undo, whatever. There you go. And we're just gonna change this into wooden pieces, and then also let me just change that to wood. And from this way on, we are just going to draw the fence with the wooden pieces real quick, just so I have a good feeling over here. This is the only area where I'm going to use the wood. The rest will be a custom made fence, which I'm a big fan of. So we are going to do exactly this. So this is just that corner over here, and we're just going to, did I just again, why do I always Okay, that should definitely not happen. Have you seen that? That's like a little mistake that happened over there, but it's okay. If that just worked for a second, I can live with that. And we're gonna do this, and now from here on, we should definitely go with the invisible fence and just drag that. You know what, actually we can, yeah, why not? It doesn't matter, we can connect that here, and then just grab that bit and keep going from over here. Let's just completely go around. Yeah, that's fine. And then just add to that area from over here, just all the way around. Yeah, we can connect that there. And then to make things very simple, we can just do this. Awesome. Okay, and again, I'm not sure why I'm always clicking that thing, but it's it seems to be like a little bit of a weird habit I have there. Okay, now what we're going to do over here, we are going to make a little bridge, as I said, and I assume to make sure that the keeper can also go everywhere. The gate is here. Actually, do they have to go far? I don't know. I'm just going to build that bridge here, and then just curl that upwards, and then. Well, that isn't working because of obstructed. I think it's because of, yeah, it most likely is because of that gate. So I'm just going to bring that thing around. So we have like a bridge built over there. And then, yeah, this is already what happens. Have you seen that was kind of weird. Okay, but never mind. I'm just going to straighten. Okay, that doesn't work over here. Now that works. Okay, so it's something like this. I'm not sure if I'm able to put the water in now. Sometimes that just doesn't work then. Yeah, no, it doesn't. Or does it, actually? Oh, no, it does. It does. That's the height I was going for anyways. But that also tells me that I'm still, in terms of terrain, we gotta have to smooth things out quite a bit more significantly. Still quite a bit high over here. I think we can actually lower the whole thing down, so... It still is land, so that doesn't even matter too much. So like a little bit of a bit more inclines and declines and stuff, make that all look a bit more interesting. The only little issue is that I only have the stuff memo going here. This is by far too less land anyways. Bet it is. Now let's put in some more water. There you go. Now I really want to know how much space do we have. Terrain 812, which is not true because that is basically everything not traversable for them if I put the fence down, and water area is by far too much. Okay, well, in order to just avoid that, I think the one thing I should do is I should definitely increase the size of the land space area here. So I'm just going to draw a lot more land into that corner over here. I think it's actually okay to get rid of most of it there. And then just paint that in. And there you go, and smooth everything out over here. It can be lowered, that's totally fine. But I guess this is all I need to do. And then I think, unfortunately, I need to really make sure that that island is going to be bigger. I say unfortunately because I want to maintain a deep swim area. I hope it's going to be there, and just, you know, improve that. There you go, that looks good to me. And what we're going to do right now, we're going to go to nature and we're going to make the bottom out of these 4 aquatic rocks. I think I'm just going to stay with this color, why not? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to say random rotation as always, basically. And what I'm going to do now is I have to make sure that even the highest point is not... There you go. This seems to be okay for me. Okay, so that's important because we should make sure that nothing is peaking above that to make sure that the diveable area is not touched whatsoever. And then just click these things in and just create like the bottom part over here. And then we're just gonna, you know, go with the flow and hope that this is gonna look good in the end. I think eventually it's gonna look good anyways. So we can also just move that one in, just have some smaller boulders in between. I think that always looks good if we have them. And it already starts looking good, so I'm quite confident that this is the way to go to make that look good. From, you know, having the water in, then that should definitely be good. There you go. There you go. I think it's very fine to have it that way. And then just a little bit of stones down there. I think that's gonna look good with the water in now, which I'm going to do, and then I'm going to bring the animal right in. We haven't even checked if the animal is available anyways, so yeah, that's that. Oh yeah, the beach area looks a lot better now, which is good. Okay, so I'm really hoping that the platypus is going to enjoy that. There is quite a lot of land left over here. What have I done with this? This is like a little bit of a nice land tongue we can use. So let's just push that down and make that actually like a nice little shallow beach area. So why not? There you go. What happens now with the water? No, that's the water area. Okay, we gotta have to make that even more of a decline in here. And then also even more smooth that out. So they gotta have to climb a little bit for their luck, but you know, there you go. This is what that's what I'm talking about. Awesome. And then we can already make that like a wonderful little beach area. I'm gonna put some boulders to the left and right, so that's gonna look good. This one over here is rocky. That's totally fine to be rocky. So we're gonna make like a little planter out of that. Awesome. The same goes for these sides over here. So just to try something different. I guess that's the way to go. Awesome. And now let's see if we can grab one of these animals from the trading center. So refresh the list, reset the filters. I said reset the filters and say capybara. Let's see if there's anyone available. No, capybara. Oh my god. Platypus. Did I... I'm not even sure if I did it right. Okay, so we have one, which I'm going to send to this real quick. And I'm gonna see, did I type in the right animal? Or am I a stupid person? I didn't. Oh my god, I'm such a stupid 180 and 90. I mean, okay, it's still okay, but yeah. We're gonna have to wait and see what the platypus is going to do once it's there. There's the platypus coming, boom. Yeah, I might have way too much land then, by now. Okay, it's all pretty decent. It's all pretty decent, which I guess tells us the best story. And you know what the good thing is about this? We can really work our way from here. Simply because this offers us finally the solution or the option to really go crazy with some you know, landscaping and stuff. Great stuff. Okay, let's go to sand, because I was about to do some more sandy areas anyways, because that's just like the beach areas they want. Let's see that we can really make that a nice little beach here. There you go. Just bring them a lot of sand in here because they like sand. They're quite different to Anakin. They do like sand, so that's a good one. Let's just make that all like a way like this. Awesome. Let's go to plants, and oh my god, I'm just looking so much forward to doing that. Yes, baby. That's so cool. I love it. I really am always looking forward to doing the terraforming, because that's mostly the most fun part. Let's zoom this down so that this doesn't stick through. That's what I wanted to say. Just a couple of rocks here and there, making maybe a bigger one here. I mean, yeah, that's gonna take a little bit away from their, you know, traversable area, especially in the water, but I think it's doable, you know, just kind of some of those. Maybe some bigger rocks here to the side as well. And as promised, we do have these sides, so I guess I'm just going to do it. First of all, I'm just going to take this rock over here, because, okay, maybe I'm going to try. I'm not sure if that's going to delete too much of the space. I'm just going to use that one for the moment being. I think that's looking good if we do it that way. Just creating a different height level here. Just one more. Just so we have like a little rock. Yeah, that's nice. I do dig that. I just really do dig that. This is really good. So let's just do the same over here and play a little bit with the rotation of these rocks. There you go, just like so. I know that this is still looking a little bit odd, so just no. Don't add me for that right now. It's gonna look good in a bit, even though that looks super repetitive. But you know what? I'm just going to ignore that for a moment, and we're just going to try to make our best. Dang it. I wanted to not have them peek out there to the other side. There you go. Like that. I really do hope they don't stick out there anyway. No, they don't. Okay, that's awesome. And now we're just going to bring in some others like that, and then just also some smaller ones here on top, just to, you know, change the texture a little bit here and there, just making sure that everything looks unique. Just put some of those on top as well. And we're going to put some, you know, plants and stuff on top anyway. So that is just what we do later. We just, whoops. That boulder looks fantastic, by the way. Is that a new one? Huh, this form factor looks new to me. Same as that one. Wait a second. They look new to me. Huh, did they sneakily add some new rocks? I usually do know my rocks, but they look somewhat new. No, that one I know, but these ones look new. Huh, that's interesting. You can tell me in the comments if I'm completely stupid right now because I have recorded too much and my brain might to mess with me right now. Or are they really new? Gosh, that looks super repetitive here. But you know, I'm just gonna take care of that with some plants. So there are so many cool plants in here that I haven't used throughout the zoo, and I wanted to use some of those trees for a while because I think, you know, they're kind of nice hero plants that we could use here in the middle. Yeah, that's way too big. And the same goes with that one is just not looking good. But we can have this one here. Nice. We have to be a little bit careful because I want to make it seem overgrown, so we can't use too many of the big ones because they will not give us too much to, you know, use because they have a high percentage that they do add to the habitat. So I'm just going to be careful with the bigger ones. Yeah, exactly this. No, I'm not going to go too much into that. This is wonderful as well. These ones are always creating nice looks. And as you can see, it really already starts to be a little bit picky here with the amount of stuff we can do. And so I'm just going to try to use these things that I really want to use because, oh, look at that. They look so fantastic. Want to use more of those here. Look, they just create that wonderful little beach area here. I just really am a big fan. Kind of some dried outs more to the top, while obviously towards the water they are a little bit more green, obviously. And what else? We do have the eelgrass, which is a good thing to have. We might be able to just put that one down below in the water. So that height is somewhat where we can put some stuff, but maybe we don't need to because we want to have some more stuff on top just to be able to, you know, create some nice looking areas. So we have the bracken, we have got these Australian fan trees as well. You know, just have one here, giving a little bit of shade to to the stone because why not? Just putting a couple of bracken over here. Same goes in that corner. Oh, there's so much good stuff I want to bring in. These ones, this is also some good stuff. Why not? That makes sense to be used on the island, right? I think that could look really cool on the island. But they add quite a bit, right? If I do that, yeah, okay. We have to be careful to mix certain things like that in because it just really seems to be adding quite a bit of, you know, foliage. How's that? The coverage, that's the word, my god. Broken, English broken. Okay, let's put another thing in here. Some reed here and there as well. I think that mixes in pretty neatly. And the rock can be, the last things can be done with rock and stuff. So just making sure that, you know, everything like that is covered as well. Now we have to keep a little bit of an eye on this area first. So I'm just going to see what we can put on top here. That looks good. And I think, you know, I'm just going to have some hero plants on top. There you go. Some smaller ones here. And this is the smallest. I'm not sure if that is looking good at the end. It definitely isn't. It was a good test, but it's not looking good. That is too big, but I'm just looking for some, you know, coverage. Nah, that's not the coverage I was looking for. Maybe gotta go with this. And then I think that might be what we need to do. Yeah, that's definitely the way to go. Just have some, yeah, look at that. This just looks a lot better by default. And, you know, in order to make that look really good, we're just going to do it this way. And another one goes here. I hope it's not too much. Now, there you go. Coverage seems to be perfect, and I think we don't need anything more than that. The rest can be done with stones. But before we end this, we're going to have to do, obviously, the fencing. And I'm obviously quite happy with how this habitat turned out so far. But we are going to do a very, very, very slick and easy fence. So we are just going to type in plaster because that's the piece we're going to work with. I'm not sure why this changed, but okay. So I'm just going to use this small piece as a foundation piece. So we're going to do this in a blackish color, I guess. And then obviously we don't need the random rotation anymore. And we're just going to say limestone. I think this is one of the pieces I wanted to have, and just rotate that ever so slightly so we only have that texture to the ground. And then I'm just going to say plaster again because I want to have that thin layer which goes a little bit to the back. There you go. This is all what we have. And then say glass, and then there is one new glass. Oh, I'm not sure if that's a new one, but not that one. I think it's that. Yeah, that's that one. But do we have a smaller one of that one as well? Blah, 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 blah. There you go. Nope, that's not the smallest one. Maybe that one is. Is that? Yeah, there you go. I was looking for this specific piece because it has like this wonderful little frame already. So you don't need to make like a little frame or anything. So I'm just going to do it that way. And yeah, that's the fence. I'm actually done. This is it. But I think it looks really good. So I'm just going to use this one. Gosh, my English. There you go. And now, if the same thing applies again as last time, we should be able to maintain the height, and then just build that fence with this change that Frontier did. Building a fence has become such a pleasure in this game because you can just easily, you know, as you can see, maintain the height of what I'm doing over here. So you can just use that piece and just easily put that down. Obviously, we don't need that fence everywhere. I'm just going to put that in until we are with this little enrichment item there. And then we just need to go from over here again, just frame that bin a little. And then, yeah, it's so simple. It is so simple. Really love that. Because you just have full control now of putting them down always at the same height. Because just in case you're wondering, this is just working in terms of always keeping the same height if you have not enabled the align to surface option. So as soon as you have the align to surface option, it will always float in somewhere. But if you don't, you just duplicate and then exactly this happens. You have full control over the placement, and you just need to rotate it every now and then just maintain the height. And I think it's even easier than working with the advanced move tool, because as great as the advanced move tool is, it's always going to create a little bit of a, you know, drag and do. So it's always a little bit more confusing if you do it that way. And so it's kind of funny to have the bin inside of the habitat, but I'm just going to keep that for the moment being. There you go. I'm not sure if they can climb that area, so I'm just going to, you know, put this one in the front. So I'm just going to draw this thing all along that area. Really, I think that's beautiful. Do we frame this thing? I think we don't. We're just going to do like a little flipperoo, and we're just going to frame the reed. There you go, and we'll just, you know, connect that piece just like that. And the same thing on the other side with that fence, just like this. Okay, so I guess maybe, yeah, that corner is missing, so we're just going to do exactly that. Really big fan of this fence design though. It's simple. It's really simple but effective, because it just does what it does, you know. It's just a little fence, and it kind of has something from the old habitat. You know, I try to stay minimalistic as like the old Aqualand kind of pool has been. So changing this pool meant obviously that we got rid of one of the old, you know, pools just again, and so we are ending up with a brand new habitat, and this one, I guess, really does its job. Look at that. Awesome. Done. So if I did my job correct here, and I'm also just going to say railing on elevated. There you go. And I'm just going to check which of the path I'm going to like to have over here. This one most likely not. This one is boring as hell. That one might be cool. That one is boring. that one is interesting. That one doesn't work. That one doesn't work. That one not. Maybe something like that does look good. Huh. That's interesting. I think that just kind of fits the vibe, but I'm also keen on having that one again. I think this one looks really cool. This one also has a nice little fence texture, but or maybe I'm going to do this. I somehow love this path so much that I'm just going to go with that idea. I just feel like it works on the raised area. Man, I really wish to be able to now change just the color of the ground, you know? It just really adds a lot if it's looking like that. So I'm just going to put, oops, that was definitely wrong. It's so cool. Yeah, no, I like that. I really do like that. I really do like that we have a connection here also. So just going to put down some benches here and there. Also because we always forget the bins, we are just going to put a bin next to that one and to that one. And we're also always forgetting about the donation bins, which, as you can see, there are barely anyone around. So I'm just going to put another one here, another one there. And obviously now you're going to get one on this bridge as well as maybe in that corner here too. And then, I don't know, maybe all the way up here. So yeah, that's fine. Okay, so one thing we have forgotten about. Oh my god, 31 minutes in already. I thought that's going to be a short episode. First of all, is there another one we can get from the market? Look at that. We are lucky enough to get one or two. Yeah, they're all not perfectly fine, but at this point, I guess that's these that we can have. So, you know, whatever. Reset the filter. Platypus. Hello. The platypus, please. The platypus, bring them in. Awesome. And now we're just going to say habitat and say platypus. And then we do have the underwater fish feeder, which we're going to position right in there. Awesome. Oh, look at that. They have this wonderful thing we're going to definitely put on the island. Then we do have the skittle feeder. We have the submarine buoy tool. I'm going to put that here. And I'm just going to delete the fences real quick here, or the walls or whatever. There you go. They were just like a reference, so they hopefully can deep dive. By the way, speaking of, can you deep dive? I think I asked that already, but maybe because of all the stuff I did put down. Oh yeah, it still works. Okay, I was afraid for a second. Oh, hard shelter. You know what? I think hard shelter this time around can actually be rather straightforward, and this is going to be a little bit like a cave that we create over here. And they do also have obviously burrows, right? So we can also use the burrows for them. So that is just something I thought about. Could be done. So I'm just using these as little, support beams. Not sure if they will use this thing as a shelter too much, but yeah, there you go. Habitat, and I think if I'm not completely wrong, there you go, an animal burrow, like the small burrows they do use. So we're just going to put one here. And if we can, one on the other side. Nope. There's just one. Maybe we do find one more spot. Yeah, there you go. Awesome. Okay, we got two at least. And let's hit play again. Yeah, there you go. Hard shelter is fulfilled. We can have like a water bowl. And we can have the block of frozen something, which I guess is fine to have that way. Yeah, I guess that's really nice. That's really more than I expected. I'm just gonna hit play for a second to wait until the others are delivered. My god, wait, 10. Yeah, we don't have anyone to care for that habitat, obviously. Oh, you know what we could do? You know what we actually could do? We actually could go to work zones and go in here. Say capybara and aquarium is going to have that one implemented to it as well. And then we have those three we just employed, or maybe one of those, just like so. Capybara and aquarium, which is obviously not capybara and aquarium anymore, but okay. And now we're gonna hit you as well. I'm gonna say capybara at aquarium 2. Awesome. So that is it. Everyone is in here being cared for, so that's really great. We've got our platypus in here. Let's see if they're happy. Happiness seems to be really good. Everything is fine, coverage is fine, enrichment is fine, stud book is fine, adult population is fine. Keeper cannot reach due to habitats. Well, that makes no sense whatsoever. Okay, so I guess we need to take care of that in the next episode. Not sure why that is, but I think the new platypus area just really fits super well in here. Like, I'm really a big fan of that, so hopefully you guys are too. Just gonna save it for the moment and call it a day here. So really hope you guys enjoyed that one. I talk to you in the next one. That is the very last sentence I'm now talking to you before moving on holidays. So I really hope you guys are going to have a great time. It's over 3 weeks that I won't be at my computer. It's going to be a good time, I hope. And you make sure to keep that channel alive, okay? So it's your job from now on. I hand it over to you. But don't worry, there's a lot of cool stuff planned for you. So yeah, I would be more than happy to see you in the next one. Until then, have a good time. Stay safe. And goodbye.